Hi, we're Group 11, and we'll be discussing our final report. Our project location was in Northwest Phoenix. It's the 3.5-mile light rail extension. The project delivery method was a construction manager at risk, with the contractor being a joint venture of Sun and Stacy and Whitbeck. The owner is Valley Metro. The project value is around $162 million, and although most work is complete, the final completion date will be February of 2016.
For the activity analysis, we took 12 observations for a total of 794 data points. The majority of the work was direct work, followed closely with 14% waiting, 13% preparatory work, 12% traveling. The percentages pretty much died off after that. The trades are concrete finishers, mason workers, landscapers, steel installers, electricians, and general laborers. From that pie chart, we were also able to break that down by an hour-by-hour figure and make this chart, which shows how work changes for each hour. As you can see, work maintained pretty consistently before lunch, although after lunch you could see more personal time was taken, as well as materials handling.
So now we're going to talk about some activity improvement methods that could be implemented on site. One would be material location and allocation to reduce time between traveling, establish a stronger system of communication between the managers and the workers, implement a strong pull planning to ensure steady movement, daily work assessments between managers, improve employee knowledge through company retention, as well as avoid extended overtime, as study shows that overtime tends to decrease productivity, and employ new technologies.
Next, we did a crew balance analysis where we observed a landscape crew installing irrigation line in the park and ride. This is our crew balance layout here. This green area shows the work area that they needed to install the irrigation line. When they were surrounded by an aisleway that was used for driving, and it had to be kept clear so that other craft workers could drive in and out of the park and ride to do other various work. The trucks were parked on the side and was the only area that was storage for the equipment and materials that needed to be installed. And the light rail track on the left was also restricting their access because they couldn't get access to the work area from there. On the right, there's the activity flow chart that shows the different work that needed to be completed for this crew balance analysis. Here are some pictures showing the restricted work area. Out of 55 total units, 35 were effective, giving an effectiveness rating of 64%. However, it can be seen that a lot of moving and shoveling of dirt was taking place. So we could eliminate some laborers to increase our effectiveness. Another issue was the small work area. So prefabrication of the irrigation line in a larger area in the park and ride and reducing crew members could help increase productivity.
As far as safety is concerned, weekly job site safety meetings between the owner, subcontractors, and general contractors took place. From this, the project managers and foremen would meet, and after that meeting, the foreman relayed all information to the rest of the workers on site. Toolbox meetings and hazard analysis were used for each task, as well as monthly job site safety walks from different members of the crew. So this construction site had some typical hazards such as pinch points and heavy equipment, slips and falls, but because it was open to the public and there were overhead wires, they also had problems with arcing. You don't want that current from the overhead wires arcing and hurting anybody on the job site, so they had to be very careful to avoid that. Also, since the work was taking place in the middle of the street, there were cars and traffic that would be passing all throughout the day on both sides of them, so they had to make sure that all MUTCD rules were followed and that there were no accidents between the workers and vehicles.
Thank you.